Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. Returning to this spot for further exploration because my first visit to this area was a fascinating experience. This area is a source for obsidian, a highly prized material in the prehistoric world for all types of tools, including projectile points. Since this area is a source for obsidian nodules, it is completely covered in lithic material, and I mean covered. The area is a massive prehistoric workshop, and since careful surface searching is such a time suck, I've returned to search this particular group of hills and also a spring nearby. Now, people have been in this area since it was wetlands at the end of the last ice age, and probably utilized the obsidian from this area at that time period all the way up until obsidian was finally discarded in favor of rifles and metal knives. That's quite a stretch of time. So please join me as I head out into the desert to discover what once was. All right, back out in the Great Basin Desert. You know, it's amazing the temperature fluctuation out here. It's like in the low 50s right now, and in about 4 hours, it's going to be about 90 degrees. It goes from 50 to 90. It's like, I'm cold, but I'm not wearing anything because in an hour or two, it's already gonna heat up. So it's a like 40-degree temperature change in a couple hours. Few hours, I should say. Pretty impressive. Anyway, I'm back out in the area I was in previously. I'm on the opposite side. So last time I was out in this general area, I was exploring this area. What would that be? To the north, I suppose. So I'm gonna go to the south and check out kind of these hills. Over here, it was like completely covered in lithic material, obsidian. I mean, just covered. I think that last video probably expressed it, and that was, I made that video immediately after returning from Peru. So it's been a few weeks now, and I'm back out here. After I made that video, I went home, and I wasn't feeling quite right. I was literally out here 2 days after returning from Peru. Like, I wasn't feeling quite right, and the day after, I was just absolutely sick as hell. I haven't been that sick in years. And I caught something either in Peru or in the hours I spent in customs in Los Angeles with the other 600 people that were stuck in the line. So I'm just getting over it. It's like a week and a half, but 5 days I was in bed. Anyway, it was crazy. They tested me, COVID, flu, everything, nothing. I don't know. It was vicious. Anyway, I'm back to about 100%. Maybe 99%. I'm there. And, well, we're back out in the desert with Phoenix here. She's enjoying herself, looking for critters. So we're back out here, and this is a very interesting area. It's, I just can't put my finger on it. I think I might have touched on the Great Basin culture or cultures that were out here. I know I've made a lot of videos out here explaining things or trying to explain things from how there's all this area was like ancient lakes, giant ancient lakes, and then I just can't, I don't know, I seem to have more questions than answers. So especially after the last video when I was out here and the amount of material I came across, it just leads me to believe that excuse me, still some residuals. Leads me to believe that this area is a lot more than just, say, a camp or a seasonal camp. I don't know. It seemed like it was just a giant workshop for producing obsidian tools. And it's not just here, it's for miles in every direction. I find all this material. Who knows? I'm not a professional. And let me tell you, we're heading up the hill here, and this is already looking good because I'm finding lots of debitage on the sides of the hill. So that would indicate that up top here, there's probably going to be quite a bit. Oh man, just look at this. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're in it. Yeah, I can see the obsidian shining now. The sun's at the perfect angle. All right. We've got 3 pieces of obsidian, worked obsidian here. I can see it because it's glowing on the ground. I'm sure the camera's not picking it up, but one of them looks like a point. Look at this. Broken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Biface been worked on both sides. Maybe not finished. Broke. Let's go for a close-up. Okay, here's a close-up of an obvious point. Wow, look at that. You can notice how it's been worked, and looks like it fractured here at the base. See the detail. Let's back out a little bit. All right. Now, where I found this right here, there's other pieces. Let's have a look at that. See if that's anything. Oh, that might have been a point too. So this is an interesting spot right here. All 3 of these are found together, and obviously it's, I mean, no doubt what that was intended to be, and possibly this one as well. It's had some work on it, and just that piece, that section right there, the fluting, that's what gets me. What do you guys think? Then of course, off to the left, there's the base of something. I believe it to be a base, maybe not, but all these are biface. They've been worked on both sides. That's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And they were on the surface, so that's where they're going to stay. I've marked it where I found these, and that's that. Pretty cool. Yeah, as I'm making my way up, I'm starting to see more concentrations of the obsidian lithics. So you can see here, big pieces. Look how much that's worked. Ooh, some ants. All the lithic material there. And I can see it's just going to be, I can see the whole ground's glowing up here. So I'm going to spend a little time and just kind of slowly walk around here and see. Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Look at this, just everywhere. Once again. Give you a shot from this direction as the sun's being down. You can see how much material is all over the ground. The ground's completely covered in lithic material at the top here. There's even some little bit of chert mixed in, but all that black is lithic material, obsidian, totally covered. The ground is literally covered in lithic material. This whole top level is covered. All this debitage, all this lithic material. Ground's completely covered, all at the top here. Once again, there's no pot shards, no pottery of any at all. All right, well, it's about 10:30, so another interesting find coming down. Like I'm looking down the hill now, you can see where once water would have been held where the tree line stops here, and all this area here would have held water. It's just like a bowl essentially, but even where I'm standing down the hillside here is just completely covered in lithic material. It's just covered all the way down. I can see it. If I just walk, there's just black everywhere. Obsidian. It's incredible. So right now I'm literally riding at the bottom of an ancient lake bed. What a trip, huh? All right, we're almost to a spring, and terrain's gotten a little interesting. We're no longer in flat lake bottom. We're up in hills. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything around this spring. And we're at an elevation of 6,300 feet, so higher desert for sure. Yeah, we're up here, and apparently the spring's somewhere right in here. I don't think it's a very big spring, but I'm just looking in the road here, and I've got, yep, there we go. There's Obsidian. There's Obsidian. Obsidian lithics right there. Look at this. Yeah, it's warm now, so we got to be careful. It's snake 30. Oh, is that a point? I just found a point. Oh. He's chasing a squirrel. Yep, biface point right there. Let's do a close-up. Okay, let's have a look. Come on, focus, there we go. There we are. It's a work piece there. How about that? Everything's trying to get at that moisture. Yep, more lithics. Wow. All right. There's another spring just a little ways down the road. We're gonna go by that one and see if we see anything there. All right, here's the second spring, and this is definitely producing. There's gonna be some artifacts around here. Just get out of the truck, and there's Obsidian lithics right there. Look at this. This is a real deal spring, baby, out in the desert. Look at that. Yeah, go ahead and get, oh, awesome. Why not? Really? Huh. Okay, well, we found obsidian lithics all over these sites. So they were here. Wherever there's water in the desert, there's going to be people, there's going to be animals. That's just how it is. So I don't know if the water source is continual here, if it's seasonal. Could be a combination of both, but people would have hung out here, they would have made their tools, they would have ambushed animals. So this is pretty interesting. There we go. Some big chunks of lithic material. It's all in here. Look at these. And just as I got back to the truck here, I found a point. Look at this. Right here. Yep. We gotta go in for a close-up of that real quick. I literally almost parked my truck on top of this, but here's a Obsidian Point right by this second spring. Look at that. Biface. Broken. I knew we'd find an artifact here. How cool is that? Perfect. What a great way to end the video. Folks, we'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.